And please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for more videos. Please and please subscribe. And don't forget to like too. Liking my videos means you are encouraging me to do more videos that you want to see later in the future. You understand? So please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. Encourage me, guys. Encourage me. Encourage Sunshine Sketchbook. You know, I'm trying. I'm a lady and I'm doing this. And you know, if it's a guy, they won't do everything like this for you. It will be very hard for you to get one. So guys, please give my video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more videos. Thank So now what we are going to do now, after making the hair like this, what we are going to do, we are going to create a new layer. Okay, we are going to create a new layer for it. Sorry, please, I have kata, and some of the things that I'm saying might look so strange and so funny because I'm kind of speaking through my nose, I guess. So what I'm going to do now, I have created a new layer, but I will first of all import my hair palette. Okay, we all have different hair palettes. Okay, we all have different hair palettes, and I'm going to use this, guys. Okay, so I'll just reduce it. Okay, I'll click the good sign. I'll move the picture up so that I can see it better. Okay, sorry, so that I can see it hair. Okay, so what you do now, we've painted the hair black. Now we'll pick the second color, which is this color. Okay, we'll pick it, then close the icon. Okay, so that we'll see what we are doing. And now go back to the new layer you created earlier. Okay, so just pick your pen. Okay, pick your traditional pen. Okay, so now we are going to bring up the picture. Okay, duplicate it so that you can pick one up. Okay, so now open it. You can choose to so you just, okay, can you see what I'm doing? Can you see? Let me close it so that you see what I'm doing. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm following the hair strands on her hair. Okay, I'm following the hair strands. So just follow the hair strands. You can make it beautiful in your own way. You understand? So can you see what I'm doing? So just do it to make it look more good. Don't worry, this place we are going to sort it out with our soft eraser. So now we'll come to this side. Okay, you can see the hair is of different color, by the way. So So I just pick my soft eraser. Okay, I just pick my soft eraser. I just try and, let me see what I'm doing. Pick my pen. Fill this place up. Okay, can you see what we are getting now? Okay, so now I'll just create another layer. Okay, so I'll pick, if I say let me use the color here now, it's going to, I don't know how it's going to look like, guys, but let's see, let's try, because the hair is funny. It's very, very funny. I don't know what to do. So I'll close. So I'll just pick my, now we are going to create another layer. We are going to follow the trace of this place. Let's pick our predictive stroke so that it will help us get. So can you see? So I'm just trying to fill up the strands, okay, so that it will look real. The hair detailing could be tiring. It takes it takes someone with passion. Okay, that is why as beginners I give you things that you can do, and then you are motivated to do more. Do you understand? So you're motivated to do more, because if at the beginning I give you this, you'll be so, you will like, this thing is hard now, why are you people saying it is easy? So you'll be so frustrated and you will not want to even move further. So that is why I always give low cut as a tutorial. So this is the first stage. So what we are going to do now, I'm going to merge it. Okay, I will merge it. Okay, so now we'll create another layer, and then we are going to pick, open this one, and then we'll pick the other one. Okay, I'm going to close. So I'll make sure I'm working on my new layer. Just going to move the original up above. So now you can choose to watch, check, you're not interested. So just you can just follow. It is tiring, eh? Sometimes you even spend an hour doing it just because you want it to be beautiful. And it must be beautiful because the client might want to introduce someone to your business, so you should be able to know why you're wasting time on such detailing. The reason why I do all these things is because the moment you see my picture, you'll be attracted to it. You want to know what is so special about it. So I'm just going to. So you can choose to fill it. So what I'm going to do, as usual, I'll pick my soft eraser. Then I'll just. So now you do the same thing for the lower part. Okay. So then I'll come to this side. Let's not forget this side. Sorry, guys. So now this is what we've got. You can choose to image. Okay, just merge it, and then you can name this soft glow. Let's see how it looks like with soft glow. So just reduce the opacity. Okay. So can you see how it looks like now, guys? Can you see how it looks like now? Okay. It's even look more detailed than the real hair itself. It looks more detailed than the real hair itself. So now what I'm just going to do now. Hello guys, this is the second part. This part contains or comprises the painting of the picture. Okay, so I'm going to increase the opacity. You know, we reduced the opacity earlier. So this hair detailing, we can still choose to, you know, reduce the opacity or the glow to, you know, make it normalize, like make it almost like dark, but let's leave it for now, okay, so that we know what we are doing. So now we are going to create a new layer above the original layer. Okay, so we are going to pick the skin tone color, because I don't even understand the skin color of this picture. Okay, so I will be using this, and then I'll pick my felt pen. Okay, so I'm just going to use my felt pen. Okay, I'll make sure I'm working on my new layer, guys. So I'll paint. So I'm going to erase the stain part. I'm going to erase the stain part. I'll pick my hard eraser as usual. Okay, so I'll erase. Okay, so just erase carefully. Okay, the reason why I erased it like this was I want every place to be painted, so I don't want any white space. So let me, okay, you see what I said I don't want, you see. Okay, so I'm going to paint this well again. I want the white place to close. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to erase the paint from the eyeball. Okay, we don't need it. You can choose to leave it if you want to, but we don't need it. Okay, we move to the other side. We erase it. This thing needs, calmness. You have to be gentle. Okay, so from the lip as well. Okay, make sure in smudge painting, you always remove the paint from the lip. So if I am doing a digital painting, of course I'm going to use this picture as a digital painting for you. Okay, so that you will see. So after I finish painting all this now, I could have saved earlier, but let's see. I will still save it. I will duplicate it so that I can keep one side for the digital painting. Okay, so can you see what we've got, guys? So now I'm just going to save it. Okay, so now I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, I'm going to duplicate it because I want to do a digital painting with it. So now I will create another layer. I want to paint the dress. Okay, I want to paint the dress. I need a beautiful color. I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to paint the shit. Okay, so see what we've got now, and then I'll create another layer for the lip. Okay, so I'm going to let me use this there is another color that I want to use. I want to use this lipstick neutral for it. So Okay, so can you see what we've got now? And then we'll have to smudge this picture, guys. We'll have to smudge it. I'll close my picture. So I'll open this. I need to use this. Okay, so what we have here now is just that I've used my Snapseed to do some, some running around there. So I will set my brush. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I want to reduce it to 4 by 4. Okay, so you just, when you get to the smudge part, you have to be, no matter how in a haste you are, you have to calm down and make sure you finish your smudge, because this is where the work is gone. So reduce your brush when you get to any tight corner. And if you are wondering why is my picture so different from yours, it's because I have other apps, okay, but those apps, they are for my paid student. So I use those apps for my paid student. If you want to have access to it, you can come join my paid student. My fee are not that expensive. It ranges from the lowest that you can afford. So I don't force you to be in a class. You can just, but know that if you are joining the cheapest class, you will not have access to all the apps. Okay, you will not have access to all the apps if you are joining the cheaper class. So it is only for those who can afford the full class, that we have access to the apps. So I use more than one app. I can use one app for one picture and it will come out great, but I have more than one apps, and it all the apps work perfectly well. So you can see what we've got now. Okay, I have to smudge the neck. You know, the editing of the picture before you send it to your Autodesk matters a lot. Yes, the editing of your picture, unless it is a digital painting you are doing. But if you are doing a smudge painting, the editing of your picture before you transfer it to your Autodesk is very, very important. If you see anybody's work that is glowing, is because they've done some editing before transferring the work to Autodesk. So the editing matters a lot. So gone are the days we use Remy, we use Snapseed. I don't use Remy for my editing. I don't use Snapseed for my editing. I don't use Lightroom for my editing. None of those. I don't use them. I don't use them. Only few students know the app that I'm talking about, and those are my paid students. So I don't use those apps. So you can come join the class and be enlightened and be upgraded. So this is what we have, guys. You can see the work. You can see the way it is. You don't even need to over smudge it again. Just use your smudge to just walk around it. You see how it is. So now I'm going to duplicate it. I'll duplicate. Okay, so I'll name this overlay. I'll name this color. and I'll name this soft light. Okay, so this is the first stage. This is the first stage of blending. So now we will reduce the opacity. So from here we'll reduce it. Okay, and then here the color, you don't necessarily need to reduce the color, rather the soft light. Okay, and then you come to this overlay. Okay, so can you see what is giving us? So now you can choose to, so I'll just do what I can do to bring out the beauty of the picture. Okay, so I'm the one that will determine how I want it. How was the original picture, so I can decide, do I like the former one the way it is? So just play with your blending mode, your opacity. You can increase. Is it okay like this? So you can just ask yourself those questions, and then you create a new layer above. Okay, create a new layer above. Then you can just play with this. Take the original. Okay, open, and then we need some black shade from here. So we just pick our pen, our soft hair brush. We use it. So you just name it multiply. So you pick your soft airbrush. So there is work here to do. There's serious work here to do to make it look more like the picture that you are working on. So you can just then this side too. Okay, see what I'm doing, guys? So I'm shading. That is what I'm doing. I'm shading. This is the most difficult part. It's the most difficult part, guys. It's easy for some people, but for me it's the most difficult part, because you might want to get your shadings right. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? Trying to make it to look exactly like the photo. So this is not the only shading we are going to do. We have lots of shading to do. So I'm shading the forehead. Okay, so can you see what we've got after the shading? So all what you do, you just use your soft eraser to do it assignment. So I'll just pick my soft eraser now, and so can you see, guys? This place needs touch. Just use your soft eraser to go by it. Okay, so now this is not the end of it all. We'll create another layer. Okay, so now we'll pick this one up. Okay, then we'll open it, open the original. So now you see there are lighter shades on our skin. You can use this color picker to do it, but I prefer I go to my color palette and pick the color, something like this. Okay, so what I would do, I'll just pick this charcoal here. Okay, and then where the lightness is, I'll just use it to pass through. So what I'll do now, just close it and pick my smudge brush, and then I will smudge through. Okay, so I'll just smudge it on it. Let me increase. So just gently, my phone is skipping, so that is why it's doing like that. So I'll just smudge this place. So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to I don't want to close it because if I close it, all my work might miss. So let me save before it to close by itself. So I'll just smudge the necessary part. And now I will pick my soft eraser. And I'll just erase the part. You know, the light was not everywhere. So I'll just name this part soft slide. Okay, you see there is a change. There is a big change. So now what we are going to do now, we are going to move it, create another layer. Okay, you can see there are some parts that are glowing in our skin, so we are just going to name the layer glow. Okay, so and we'll trace those parts like here, like here. Okay, so can you see what we've got? We are getting something else entirely. You see how beautiful it is. You can just use your smudge brush to just blend it well on it. Okay, you can just pick your soft eraser. Okay, okay, so you see what we've got. Is this not beautiful already? This is beautiful already. So now what we are going to do now, we are going to open the shirt. Let's name it okay, before that let's save our video. Now is the painting of the shirt. So what I'm going to do now, just name it color. Okay, let's see multiply. No, so I'm just going to, oh sorry, I'm going to close it, lock it. So now what are we going to do now? We create another hope that was what I deleted. It shocked me. So what I'm going to do, I'll create another layer and then I'll pick a gold color for a earring. Okay, so I'll just name it overlay. Okay, so now we are working on the eyeball. Okay guys, so now we are going to paint it white. So what we are going to do now, we are going to paint the eyeball. Okay, we'll paint the eyeball. We'll create a new layer. Okay, so we are going up right now. So I'm going to pick my paintbrush. I'm going to pick my inking pen, and I'll pick a white color. Okay, so now I'm going to paint it all white. So the two eyeball, I'll paint it all white. Then I'll do the same to this other one. So now I'll create another layer again. You must learn to create different layer for each work that you do. Okay, so that when you make a mistake, you can easily delete that layer and restart again. But if all your work is on one layer, you are going to delete everything that you've been working on for a very long time. So it is advisable that you create different layers for your work. So I'll pick a black color. So I'll just paint. So I'm painting the what is it called? What is the English name? So that is what I'm painting now. The black ball. So I'm painting it black. So that is it for this part. So what I'm going to do now, okay guys, I want you to pay attention. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to name this one. I'll name it color. Okay, so you can see it has changed now. I'm going to name it color, and then I will click to the original. Okay, I will tap on the original and make sure my blue marker is there. I will pick my smudge brush. Okay, I'll pick my smudge brush and I just try to smudge it round to make it look neat. Okay, but if you want the eyeball from the scratch, you want to do it from the scratch and all that, you can do it, but that is in the other group, not for the 1000 naira group. That is why we advise you people to take the 3000, 5000 personal class, 3000 group class. You guys will refuse. This 1000 naira cannot cover everything, because by the time I start explaining those things, it's going to exhaust more data than you think. So when you people hear 1000 naira, some don't value it. Some people don't value that 1000 naira. Some, they just want to try it. Let me just pay the 1000 naira and see how it looks like. So when you pay complete money, you will have complete what you want to achieve. Most people don't like paying money. They will even be pricing it like tomatoes. This one is just, I just want to give it out. On a normal ground is 3000, 5000 that I collect. So I just smudge it now. You see, it is much better than it was before. Okay, so now I will move to the layer. Okay, I'll move to the layer. This is the layer. Make sure, because you'll be confused, you don't know which layer is which layer. So what you will do to know that you are working on the white layer, just tap on this layer, then you will see color label. After blending, just click on the color label. You can name it any color, red. Okay, so now this red dot now shows that it is white painting that is there. You understand? So now this is the black one. So what I'm just going to do now, I'm going to name it color. Okay, and then I'll duplicate it and make it soft light. Okay, so can you see what we get? So there are easier steps to all these things for the eyeball from the scratch, like I said earlier. So now if you want to, like, maybe put another attachment of color to it, you can just come to the library here, come here. Okay, this hair brush. Okay, then come to your gold color, pick on a gold color. Do you understand? and then you give it. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? So what I will do now, pick my soft hair brush. The soft hair brush does its own work, so I will just erase the stained part. Hope you're understanding me, because I'm trying to take it kind of slow. Okay, so can you see? Same thing here. Must not wipe it all. The detailing must be there. So now just name it soft glow. The layer, name it soft glow. Okay, so now just reduce the opacity. Can you see what we've got now? Can you see what we've got now? Okay, so that is it for this side. So what we are going to do now, we are going to, I think we are done with everything. Okay, so we'll come to this our sketch here. Okay, because we don't like the sketchy part to be showing. Okay, it don't necessarily mean it should be showing. So I just pick my soft eraser and just erase it a little. Your sketch must not necessarily show. Okay, can you see now? It looks more presentable now, right? So that is why I don't really base my work on sketch. I base it on the smudging, because my customer will not eat sketch now. Is the blending that is the problem, not the sketch. The sketch just shows that okay, you are perfect. Because okay, can you see what we've got now? So I can just kind of erase some parts that I don't really want to be obvious. Okay, so this shirt, you can choose to smudge the shirt if you want. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we are going to erase the background. Okay, we are erasing the background, so we are done with all. So can you see how the eyeball looks like? Okay, but if you want the eyeball from the scratch, you can do it, but it's a long process and your 1000 naira do not cover it. So I'm very sorry, guys. So now what I'm going to do now, I will move back to the original picture because I want to erase the background. Okay, so now pick my eraser, this one, eraser. So I'll pick it and then I will softly erase it. Okay, gently with my thumb. That is what I'm using, with my thumb. So do you know how I set my phone that make it easier for me? I'm using my thumb to sketch all these things that you are seeing. Why it is easier for me is that I place my phone. Okay, it's an Infinix Hot S. I don't know the, so Infinix Hot. I place it on my thumb. Okay, my palm, my left palm is holding the edge of the phone, and the remaining four fingers is holding the other right side of the phone. So that is how it is. Do you understand? So just try it out. You will see it's going to be easier for you. And just use your right two fingers, the thumb and the next finger, to just erase. Very, very easy. So just be careful so that you will not erase your work. Please, if you make a mistake, undo it. Okay, because this background, this erasing part is very tricky, so that you won't end up chopping off the real skin of the picture. So I'll just erase gently. So can you see? So that is how I will just, you first of all reduce the brush, okay, reduce it and pass it, just pass it straight. Then you can now increase it when you get to a wider place. Do you understand? So look at this air side now. I'll reduce the brush. I'll just follow it little by little. This air self, you can even chop it out, but it will not affect it. Why? Because we did a real hair on it, so it's not the hair that was there. So even if we chop everything off, it's the real one that we did that will still be showing. So you can see I'm chopping inside and it's not showing. So that is how it is. So now, you know when we started earlier, I told you how to fill your background, right? I told you how you can fill your background. So now we are going to be filling this background. I will send you a background, okay? I will send you people background on the group so that you make use of the background. And also, I will send you a color palette, okay? For you to use. I will send you a color palette that you can use to cartoon any picture that you want. Do you understand, guys? So I will do that the moment we get to this stage. So I'm going to send the backgrounds and the skin tone palette. Please remind me if I have forgotten that I said I'm going to drop the skin tone palette and the backgrounds, okay? So this is what we've got. So now if you want to put a background, just click on this plus sign, okay, and place your thumb on the original picture and move it up. Let the empty layer come down, then tap on the empty layer, then come to this second icon here. That is if you want to get a background. But if you want to use the background of the Autodesk, you can just come here. Let's see the color that I have and just click on here, tap on fill and tap on the image. Do you see it, guys? So click on the good sign. So this is the background it gives you. So you can actually come here, the second icon here. You can write your name, Sunshine Sketchbook. Then you pick the color that you want, any color that you want. So you can use this color navigating. You can even use it for painting your clothes. You change the color, detailing and everything. So I'll just come here. You know why it's at the bottom? It's because it's supposed to be at the up part of the layers, okay, not at the bottom. So when I'm done now, I can shift it up and then it will come up. You will understand what I'm talking about later, guys. So I just click on my good sign. So I will just move it up now. You see it's coming up. It's coming up until I get to the upper parts and everything will come out. You see it's coming up. You see it's come up. So if you are writing anything on it, it must be at the up. Do you understand, guys? So now let me teach you. Let me save. Please always save your work so that when it deletes, you can easily get it back. Do you understand? Because Autodesk, they are funny sometimes. Maybe you might have too many work on your Autodesk and then your work will disappear. It's frustrating though, but I just have to tell you so that you will not fall victim. Then go to your image. That is if you want to import background from your gallery. So just go to where you have your background, okay? So I will look for where I have my background and then I'll pick the background that I want to use. Okay, you see the Autodesk is restarting. You see why I saved my work. If I didn't save it before going to pick my background, everything would have deleted. Trust me, everything would have deleted and I wouldn't have get it back again. So it is better to stay at the safer side than be sorry for yourself because you will feel frustrated. So I'm just going to pick the background You see? So the reason why it's covering the picture now is because our layer is up. You see? So it must always be at the down. So it's not like an extra work. I'll now be shifting it down. I'm using my thumb to pick it up and bring it down. Okay? So that is how you will do until you get to the bottom. So guys, can you see what we've got? So can you see it? Okay, if you watch this video over and over again, you will not have any problem with it. Please message me if you have any problem with it. Okay, I'm going to help you out. And if you feel like you don't understand, maybe you want to take the pro class, the master class, please let me know. I have a master class of 3,000 naira. Do you understand? But since you have paid 1,000 naira already, you can pay 2,000 naira to join the class, making everything 3,000 naira. I don't do cheating, guys. I'm a lady and I know what it means to get money and to use it to do a skill you want to earn from. Do you understand? So you have to pay 2,000 naira plus this one that you've already paid to make it 3,000 naira. Do you understand? Because even if you come to the group now, I'm still going to upload this picture on the group. Do you understand? So any work that I do, I upload it on the group picture, on the group class. But if you want me to teach you personally, like you have a determination in your mind that in 3 days, in 1 week, you want to be a professional smudge artist and you want me to guide you step by step, it is 5,000 naira, guys. It is 5,000 naira. You can check it in the Nigerian currency. You can check it in your Nigerian currency. 5,000 in Nigerian currency, 3,000 in Nigeria currency. In the 3,000 naira group, you already have your color palette, your hair palette, your backgrounds, lots of backgrounds, a lot are there. I drop things there. So if you pay 5,000 naira for personal teaching, you will have access to this same 3,000 naira group and you will have access to me directly. And I'm going to introduce to you another different app that nobody has ever come across. I said it in the beginning that I don't use Snapseed for my work. You can see the work is different from yours. Of course, it will be different from yours. I don't use Snapseed. I don't use Remy. I don't use PicArt. I don't use Lightroom. I use something else and it's been great. And I also have something that I want to show you. Maybe you want to add this so that you won't be wondering. This cross glow. Okay, just put it at white. Okay, then move up. Okay, let it be at the up, create a layer up and then just touch it on it. Okay, and name it soft glow. Can you see? So you can put as many as you want there so that to make it look flashy if you want. So that is it, guys. Thank you very much.